Thanks for tuning back in. Here are Asia's news headlines. China bank profit growth slows alongside the economy. Asia week ahead. Big names ready corporate results. China's slumping economy hits bank earnings hard. The country's top 5 banks all reporting first quarter profit growth this week, under 2%, the slowest in at least 6 years. And in the case of top lender ICBC, 8, a shocker, as previous first quarter results were in double digits only a few years ago. Bad loans have also been increasing as the local economy cools, with borrowers finding it more difficult to repay their loans. The country's debt-laden manufacturing sector has been especially hard hit, with many factories closing due to the economic churn down. To inspire more lending and prop up the economy, the country's central bank has slashed interest rates and lowered reserve requirements in the past 6 months. Instead, banks saw failing net interest margins, putting pressure on the bottom line. However, some analysts believe these measures may help to stabilize performance for the long haul. HSBC is considering whether to move its global headquarters from the UK to Hong Kong. British regulation is likely the key factor, and a move could likely threaten London's reputation as a financial hub. News also out on a probable spin-off of its British retail bank. On Monday, both India and Singapore took a look at manufacturing activity. Last checked, India's output advanced for the 17th straight month. March manufacturing saw an acceleration despite higher cost, but that wasn't the case over in Singapore, where production has been dragging, hitting a 3-month low in March. The combination of a slow-moving economy and low inflation is keeping confidence alive on possible easing by the central bank. China's services sector rose slightly in March, though the growth was offset by weakness in employment. But that wasn't the case for India's pivotal industry, which lost some power on the back of rising input prices. And over in Hong Kong, the latest services data indicated declining conditions in the private sector. On Thursday, heavy hitters Alibaba, Nintendo, and Taiwan's Pegatron, a major Apple vendor, announced results that they will be followed by Australia's largest investment bank, Macquarie Group's earnings, and e-commerce giant JD.com's first quarter figures. Japan's 2 largest trading houses, Mitsubishi Corporation and Mitsui & Company, to disclose its full year figures. North Korean workers commemorated May Day in Pyongyang on Friday with sport events. Footage provided to Reuters by the North States news agency KCNA reveals workers playing soccer and volleyball and participating in a tug-of-war match at Kim Il-sung Stadium. KCNA said North Korean high-ranking officials, including Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea, Cho Ryong-ha, and Vice President of the Presidium of the Supreme People's Assembly, Yang Hyong-sop, observed the sports games. The reclusive state leader's Kim Jong-un was not present at the sport events. Cambodian workers rallied in the capital, Phnom Penh, on Friday, demanding for higher wages and better working conditions. Organizers said around 2,000 demonstrators, including union workers, assembled for the May Day rally. Chanting slogans and holding banners, Eighth Thorn, the leader of a coalition of Cambodian apparel workers, Democratic Union, led the group from the Russian embassy towards the capital's National Assembly building, where he submitted a petition to the members of parliament urging the government to understand their concerns. Campaigners said they also used the rally to feature labor issues such as working conditions, freedom to join associations and unions, and fairness for persecuted workers and unionists. Protesters from many different unions and associations across Cambodia had to come to mark International Labor Day. What do you think of these grills? Ever since they came to the market, these Predator face on the Lexus have had people taking a second look. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what Toyota Motors Global Design Chief Tokuyu Fukuchi was hoping for. Here's what Reuters reporter Jane Lanhee Lee had to say.
This jagged-edge trapezoid grille has upset more than a few. At one shareholder meeting, an angry investor complained that the new Lexus face was giving the brand a bad reputation.
So what does Toyota's design guru think about that? Here's what Global Design Chief of Toyota Motors Corporation, Tokuyu Fukuchi, had to say.
They'll get used to it. What Lexus wants is not just something that's beautiful. You'll get bored of that quickly. Hollywood stars are beautiful even if they aren't perfect proportions. If 100 beautiful fashion models come out, you don't remember them. But Hollywood stars have an individual face, and it's unforgettable.
Fukuchi is no stranger to controversy. He was the same designer behind Toyota's first-generation Previa vans from the late 80s, which also caused a buzz and was nicknamed the Egg Van. He hopes that the different look will give Lexus an edge over competitors in the likes of BMW, Audi, and Mercedes-Benz, especially in markets like China, where rivalry is fierce and buyers don't hold back at throwing more cash at something that sticks out from the crowd. For now, that approach seems to be working. Lexus global sales have increased more than 40% since 2010 when the grille's subtle emerged. Some may call them ugly, but those kinds of figures make Toyota's bottom line a lot easier on the eyes. Yang Yang, a human-like robot with a variety of real expressions, impressed visitors at the Beijing's Global Mobile Internet Conference on Thursday. The robot is modeled on one of the researchers who assisted in developing the technology and can blink, smile, shake hands, and even hug her human double. The robots are made of a special type of silica gel, resembling the feeling of human skin to the touch. Yang Yang is the fourth robot made by Shanghai Shenging Industry, and she is designed after one of the company's researchers, Song Yang. Currently, Yang Yang has to be controlled remotely with sensors placed on a human who is moving behind the scenes and directing her expressions. The team behind Yang Yang believe future robots like her could be utilized as sales assistants or body doubles for celebrities. One of the professors has already used his body double to deliver lectures on his behalf. Though it couldn't answer questions, some at the fair, though, had mixed feelings about the robots. The Beijing's Global Mobile Internet Conference concluded on Thursday. The Floyd Mayweather-Manny Pacquiao fight has most certainly captured the attention of sports and non-sports fans alike, turning Saturday's welterweight championship bout into a must-see or be seen at event. And while the fight has yet to be fought and a decision has not yet been made, it's pretty safe to say that the city of Las Vegas and the sport of boxing have already scored a massive knockout. While boxing in general will benefit from this fight's mega drawing power for future bouts, the immediate financial gain is obvious. The interest generated in the fight, which takes place at MGM's Grand Garden Arena, has already brought in near record numbers for a boxing match. The point is that for a sport that has fumbled badly over the past several years, an event like Mayweather-Pacquiao shows that boxing still sells and brings energy to Las Vegas that it nearly unequaled. The undefeated Mayweather, who is guaranteed $120 million, probable to reach $180 million, oozed with confidence as he predicted his record remaining perfect. Pacquiao, a 2-1 underdog for a fight, expected to earn him now up to $120 million. We will be back after a commercial break.